Good afternoon, and welcome to the Utica High School Class of 1993 Commencement Ceremony. My name is Christy Small, and I stand before you, the Senior Class President of the Class of 93. Today, we all gather at the Palace of Auburn Hills and graciously thank Utica High for giving us a world-class education. But through the years, we've also gained more than just an education. We've each gained one of the most valuable relationships known to man, friendship. We've learned that friends are special people, and they should never be taken for granted. We shared many special things together over our high school years: homecoming, prom, football and basketball games, spring break, and so on. We became very close. I know that each of you could think of a friend whom you could confide in, lean on, share secrets with, or depend on. Some of us have been together since elementary school. We've grown together and watched each other develop into young adults. These valuable friendships that we have made will never fade from our memories. So today, we sadly say goodbye to our high school years, but anxiously look forward to new challenges and opportunities of tomorrow. Some of us will be entering the armed forces, some of us will be entering the job market, and some of us are off to college. But we are here today because we set a goal, and through our hard work and the support of our parents, families, friends, and teachers, we will be receiving our reward, our high school diploma. I challenge each of you to continue to pursue your dreams, achieve your goals, and lead a successful, happy, and fulfilled life. I love you all, and may God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the faculty, administration, and the Board of Education, it is an honor to welcome parents, family, and friends of our graduates to the Utica High School Class of 1993 Commencement Exercise. The entire ceremony is being taped and will be shown on the local cable Channel 9 station several times in the near future. Also, each graduate will be photographed as they receive their diploma. We therefore request that parents and friends stay off the floor. Also, in consideration of the class of 1993 and in recognition of this solemn occasion, I would like to request that the audience remain seated until all the graduates have left the floor, and you hold your applause until all the names of the graduates has been announced. It is my pleasure to introduce the platform guests and special guests. Each and every one of them has contributed to the success of the graduates of the class of 1993. First, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Ruth Williamson, one of the associate principals. Mr. Robert Riley, assistant superintendent. Dr. Joan Sargent, superintendent. Mrs. Nancy Parsons, trustee, Board of Education. Ms. Rose Warbeck, treasurer, Board of Education. Mr. Dick Kopus, president, Board of Education. Mrs. Christine Robichaud, treasurer, Board of Education. Dr. Frank Pichelle, assistant superintendent. Mr. Ames, our associate principal. Also representing the faculty, first we have Mr. Terrence Havels from the Social Studies Department. Mrs. Teresa Ballenberg from the Special Ed Department. Mr. Mark Jackson representing the Science Department. Mrs. Beverly Hogue representing the Counseling Department. Mrs. Linda Kreft representing the Math Department. Mr. Paul Bowes representing the Industrial Arts Department. Mrs. Eileen Gifford, representing our Foreign Language Department. Mrs. Martha Kent, representing the English Department. Mrs. Sandra Osset, representing the Fine Arts Department. I think sitting with the band. Also, we have some individuals who are very instrumental in getting the graduates to Utica High School. And it's a great pleasure for me to introduce them at this time. First, I'd like to introduce Mr. Marty Kosisko, who is the principal of Burr Elementary School. Mr. Tom McMillan, who is the principal of Wiley Elementary School. Mr. Vaughn Shepard, the principal of Shouchard Elementary School. Mr. Dave Terrell, principal of Epler Junior High. Mr. Al Wickhouse, assistant principal at Epler Junior High. Mr. Dwayne Red Harding, principal of Jeanette Junior High. Mr. Mike Horde, assistant principal at Jeanette Junior High. Also sitting directly behind Mr. Horde is Mr. Tom Gilstorf, the activities director at Utica High School, and the person who is really directly responsible for planning the graduation ceremonies. Sitting next to him is Mr. Dwayne Hogue, one of our retired math people and husband of Mrs. Hogue. I believe sitting next to him is Mrs. Penny Messerneck, who is the member of our life skills. Forgot her last year. Next to Penny, I believe, is Shirley Berg, member of our special ed department. And next to her, I believe, is Sue Kaplan, member of our special ed department. And I promised, and one other thing, I promised him this year that I would introduce him also, Mr. Harry LaFata, our attendance officer. And one last person I also finally decided I should introduce is that my wife is a second grade teacher at McGahey Elementary, so my wife, Mrs. Joanne Mann. Oh, did I miss Teresa Ballenberger? No, she was right there. See, Mr. Ames? Thank you.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, parents, faculty members, and administration. My name is Lisa Held, and I am the senior class vice president of the graduating class of 1993. On this special day, I have been given the great pleasure of introducing to you Dr. Joan C. Sargent. Dr. Sargent received her Bachelor degree of Arts at Eastern Michigan University. From there, she went on to get her master's degree at Oakland University. Dr. Sargent then earned her doctorate degree in educational leadership at Western Michigan University in 1988. Dr. Sargent began her career as a teacher in the Troy City School District, where she taught for 3 years. Soon after, Dr. Sargent became the director of the College Without Walls program from 1978 to 1979. Then moved on to be an instructor at Macomb Community College for 3 years. For the next 6 years, Dr. Sargent worked as a language arts consultant and a director of computer education at Chippewa Valley Schools. She became a director of instruction for 3 years. Just recently, Sargent was the associate superintendent of the Warren Consolidated Schools, and now I am proud to announce Dr. Sargent is currently the new superintendent of the Utica Community Schools. Dr. Sargent has had much success throughout her life and has been an active member of many organizations in which she is involved. She has worked her way up to the top as the new superintendent of our district. And now I am very honored to introduce to you today Dr. Joan C. Sargent.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to the Utica High School class of 1993. A very special congratulations to a job well done. You have arrived at the magical moment, graduation. This is a quest completed, a goal attained, and a dream come true. And we here at Utica Community Schools are very proud of you and your contributions to the community. As you proceeded to your seats today, I'm sure you ran the gamut of emotions, because graduation is indeed a microcosm of life and life's emotions. And as you made your triumphal entry into the arena, you probably felt the exuberance that only graduation can excite. But mixed within that exuberance, there probably is a pang of nostalgia for a lifestyle that will be no more. You have experienced the satisfaction of a task completed, along with a twinge of apprehension for a future which is still unknown. But it's going to be an exciting future for each and every one of you. Behind you will be the familiar classrooms of Utica High School and faces that have been so reassuring for the past several years. But before you are wonderful new challenges. And while one lifestyle draws to a close, another one always beckons. And these are the emotions of life that graduation compresses into a few short days. Graduation is regarded as a rite of passage as you gain adulthood. And when you leave this arena today, the doors are going to open to a very wide, very big, very beautiful world. And despite its imperfections, it still is a wonderful world for each of you. It offers unlimited potential for you, and it invites you to explore the many possibilities. For each and every one of you, it's yours to conquer. You can control your destiny, and you can shape your future. But it takes perseverance and effort, and it requires responsibility. Tomorrow, you're going to begin new vocations. As has been mentioned, some of you will move directly into the world of work. Some will pursue further studies at the university level and colleges, and some of you will look to the military for your future. But whatever your choice is going to be, success will be in direct ratio to your input. You know, the mind is kind of interesting. It's almost like an umbrella. It has to be open so that it can work. And as the automobile pioneer Henry Ford once said, you cannot build a reputation on what you're going to do. And as I survey your accomplishments during the years that you were at Utica High School, I'm convinced that you can build a reputation, and I'm convinced you will make a difference. Our society thirsts for new ideas and new solutions, and you have the golden opportunity to provide those new solutions through your leadership. Each and every one of you needs to develop a personal vision for your future, your vision, and continually work towards that vision. Circumstances may dictate change in that vision, but never stray too far from it and never let it go. Always monitor that vision, assess it, readjust it, and always strive to achieve it. You know, a number of years ago, you might have read or been familiar with the little children's story about the little engine that could, and that story really has an application to life itself. As the little engine tried to climb up the mountain and it kept saying to itself, I think I can, it finally got to the top, and when it reached the peak of the mountain and began to descend into the valley, it seemed to smile and say, I thought I could, I knew I could. It's a wonderful guide for you for life because you can do whatever it is that you want to do. We wish you our very best wishes for a happy and successful future, and we thank you for your contributions to Utica Community Schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sargent. It is indeed an honor for me to introduce the valedictorians and the salutatorian for the class of 1993. First, the salutatorian, Kirsten Michelle Miller. Kirsten received a presidential scholarship with a 4-year full tuition. She plans on attending Wayne State University to major in the medical field. Her activities while at high school were the National Honor Society, MACSEP Rep, Student Council, Marching Band, Concert Band, Pep Band, Orchestra, Chorus, Science Olympiad. She was also deeply involved in the Mary Skiba School of Dance. This year's salutatorian for the class of 1993, Kirsten Michelle Miller. For our valedictorians for the class of 1993, we have two co-valedictorians. First, I'd like to call to the stage Emily Briggs. Emily plans on attending Michigan Technological University to study genetics. She is the recipient of the Michigan Tech Board of Control Scholarship and a scholarship from the Sterling Heights Kiwanis Club. Her activities while in high school include Science Olympiad, Foreign Language Club, Environmental Club, Key Club, Vice President National Honor Society, Vice President Marching and Concert Band, Orchestra, Pep Band, Solo Ensemble. One of the co-valedictorians, Emily Briggs.
Thank you, Mr. Mann. Good afternoon, parents, board members, administrators, teachers, and fellow classmates. Every man's life lies within the present, for the past is spent and done with, and the future is uncertain. Marcus Aurelius Antoninus used this philosophy almost 2,000 years ago, and it still holds true today. In the past, we have built many relationships. Some fell apart when we went our separate ways, and some grew into the solid friendships that have sustained us through good times and bad. We have great memories to be treasured, memories which include moments of success and failure. When we succeeded, we shined, and when we failed, we learned and grew. Each moment of our past helped mold us into the people we are today and will lead us into the future. Even though the future is uncertain, we can prepare ourselves by not letting small setbacks keep us from our goals. We must be confident in ourselves and in our abilities to become the winds of change so that we create a commendable past for future generations. And so today, we leave Utica High School, but as the recently revived Beatle tune says, there are places we'll remember all our lives. UHS is one.
Our co-valedictorian, Joseph McDonald. Joe's plans are to attend the University of Michigan College of Engineering and to study atmospheric and meteorology. He is a recipient of the Grossbeck Engineering Scholarship, Regents Alumni Scholarship, the Richard M. Byrd Scholarship, Florence Burke National Honor Society Scholarship. His activities while he attended Utica High School included the Foreign Language Club, Varsity Swim Team, Quiz Bowl, Social Studies Olympiad, Science Olympiad, Key Club. Joe was also very active in his church and was active in sponsoring the Science Olympiad at the junior high and helped to coach those events. Our co-valedictorian for 1993, Joe McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Mann. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the teachers, administrators, and board members present for their continued support. I would also like to thank our parents, friends, and family members for their infinite patience and unconditional love. Without the guidance of these special people, we would not be gathered here today. We, as students, have experienced profound change over the last 12 years. We have studied and explored a variety of subjects. We have been taught by many different teachers. We have viewed the drastic changes in society, the world, and this nation's political arena as they affected our lives. We have seen rapid development in the fields of science and modern technology. Each of these changes has contributed to our development into independent and unique individuals. Yet, there is one aspect of our lives which should not change. That aspect is our desire to search for truth and knowledge. This sentiment is illustrated in the poem Ulysses by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Ulysses was a renowned Greek hero who, after participating 10 years in a siege against the city of Troy, invoked the wrath of Poseidon, dooming both himself and his crew to wander about the Mediterranean world for another 10 years. When his suffering had sated the vengeful sea god, Ulysses returned safely home to his wife and son in Ithaca. In Tennyson's poem, Ulysses has grown weary of his placid, monotonous home life and dreams of a new adventure of the mind to follow virtue and knowledge. Ulysses captures in his heart a passionate, yearning desire to travel beyond the physical excitement of adventure on the high seas and allows his mind to take him beyond the distant horizon to follow knowledge like a sinking star. This image of Ulysses accurately portrays the thirst for knowledge each of us must retain as we face the challenges of the adult world. Education, whether it is sought on a college campus or in the workplace, is necessary to cope effectively in our contemporary society. The quest for knowledge is a sacred pilgrimage, one which is extremely arduous, yet one which reaps golden rewards. As we leave here today, we must pursue our education whenever and wherever it is possible. We must not hesitate to share our knowledge with the people around us and to learn from others. Rather than focus on physical rewards, we must search for intellectual stimulation. Within the art of learning, we must, in the words of Alfred Lord Tennyson, be strong in will and to strive, to seek, to find, and never to yield. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Lori Fecto, and I am the 1993 Senior Class Secretary. I am honored to introduce to you today Mr. Dick Kopis. Mr. Kopis attended Wayne State University and the University of Michigan. Throughout his life, he has won many awards which he can be proud of. In 1990, Mr. Kopis won the National School Public Relations Association Award. He has also won the Outstanding Achievement Award from Utica Education Association. Not only has Mr. Kopis been the president of Wiley Elementary's PTA, he has also been a member of the Utica Community Schools Citizens Advisory Committee and chairperson for the Utica Schools Building and Site Committee. Mr. Kopis started out as a member of the Board of Education, but through hard work and determination, he has earned his current position as president of the Board of Education. Mr. Kopis is no stranger to Utica High School. He and his wife have raised 3 children, all graduates of Utica High, but his chieftain pride doesn't stop there. Mr. Kopis has been a member of the Utica High School Band Boosters and can be heard as the voice of the Utica Chieftain Marching Band. We are very honored to have Mr. Kopis share this special day with us. And now, with no further delay, I introduce to you our President of the Board of Education, Mr. Dick Kopis.
Thank you very much, Lori. I'm pleased to be able to represent all of the members of the Board of Education here today. We're really honored to be a part of your graduation ceremony for the Utica High School class of June 1993. We're really glad to be here, and I know you're glad to be here. We want to acknowledge some special people this afternoon. I'm having trouble with this afternoon this morning. We started at 10 o'clock this morning. We want to first talk about your teachers, past and present, and a couple of you have already alluded to those people very well. They've done some wonderful things for you. They've loved you, nurtured you, and helped you through your school career. Along with those teachers, past and present, are administrators in your buildings, your principals, assistant principals, associate principals, and those counselors that have helped you plan your programs. And I want to tell you that I can speak with the voice of experience that over the years, there will be teachers that you'll remember over your whole lifetime, and their names will come back to you, not only from your high school experience, but from your elementary experience, because they've made a profound impression upon you. There's another group that we ought to think about, and that's the support staff in our Utica community schools that we sometimes tend to overlook. Those secretaries, custodians, the food workers, the warehouse workers, the drivers, the bus drivers, all those people who make our school system what it is. And you've all been a beneficiary of the services provided by all these people. There's another group that I want to have you pay particular attention to, and those are your parents, your guardians, your loved ones who are here today to help you celebrate this occasion. They gave you life. They've given of themselves over the years. They've nurtured you. They've fed you. They've clothed you. They've loved you, and they continue to love you. As a little token of your appreciation, what I'd like for all of you to do is stand and applaud your parents and your loved ones who are here today to honor this graduation. Thank you. I want to particularly acknowledge the student speakers. Profound stuff, gang. Thank you very much. Nice speeches. I know that the winter-spring semester for seniors is really tough because you feel early on in that semester that you're already done with school and it's just kind of like cruising out. But graduation is a final symbol. It's the closing event. It's a final acknowledgement of a major change in your life. As I thought about today and making these speeches, I tried to consider something that would be current and meaningful to you. I was reminded of recent trips that we've made out of Detroit Metro Airport, and on return through the northwest gates, you come back from the gate where you come off the plane, and you reach a point where they say, "This way to luggage pickup." And at the end of that little area, there's a revolving door there. And those revolving doors only go one way. You cannot come back into that area once you pass through that revolving door. It's set up that way for security purposes. It's important for you to understand that you're passing through a revolving door with this occasion, and it's a one-way door. You know, you can mess around with your clocks. You can set the time back on your clock, as we do in the fall or spring or whenever it is that you set your clock back. But you can never change time, really. Time marches on. And for you, this revolving door has turned only once. You are no longer a part of the public education system. You've completed a significant portion of your trip through this life. I'm not going to lecture you about what happens on the other side of the door, because everybody in the world does that. They tell you what changes are going to happen and how your life is going to be different, except to say a couple of things. And that is, after today, you are no longer required to attend to go to school. And secondly, your parents still love you and will continue to love you and feel responsible for you. It's been a revelation to me as I've grown older to understand how your love for your children goes deeper over the years. You think when they're little babies that you couldn't love them anymore, and that's not true. It just continues to grow. And we continue to feel responsible for you as long as we live, as do many of your former teachers and administrators who will say that to you when you come back to see them as you grow older. But the fact is, and be very aware, that you're now responsible for everything that happens to you, and what you are and what you will be. Many of you know exactly where you will be this fall, and Dr. Sargent has already gone through that list and enumerated those things. The one thing she left out was that some of you may be married. That's another option on that list. For some of you, the future may not be so well defined. We can only hope, as a Board of Education and as a school system, that you understand what a competitive world you're facing, what an international marketplace you're stepping out into. It's no longer Macomb County or southeastern Michigan or the state of Michigan or even the United States. You're stepping out into a competitive job market that's worldwide. The Utica Community Schools have offered you an opportunity and their best shot at helping you with your education. The challenge to you is to go on, to get more, and to not stop. Use all the gifts you've been given, and you have been given gifts. But the fact is, it's now up to you. It's not your parents, it's not your teachers, it's not your counselors. From now on, it's you. You know, you're a great class, you're beautiful people, and we certainly wish you every success in everything that you do. But above all, may you find joy and peace in all that you do and experience, whatever that may be. And I want to leave one thought with you, that money isn't everything, but the most important thing to you over your lifespan will be the joy and peace you find in whatever you do. Now, after those kind of somber remarks, is this class ready to graduate? Okay. By the power vested in me by the state of Michigan and on behalf of the Utica Community Schools Board of Education, it gives me great pleasure to present the class of 1993 with their diplomas. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we proceed with the ceremony?
Christiana Faith Small, Class President.
Lisa Deborah Held, Class Vice President.
Lori Marie Fecto, Class Secretary.
Jody Marie Messing, Class Treasurer.
Sandra Jean Reese, Student Council President.
Laura Lynn Horn, Student Council Vice President.
Melanie Lynn Betka, Student Council Secretary.
Candace Nicole Robinson, Student Council Treasurer.
Emily Heather Briggs, Co-Valedictorian.
Joseph Arthur McDonald, Co-Valedictorian.
Kirsten Michelle Miller, Salutatorian.
Christina Marie Kasorik, Macomb Area Conference Student Activity Commission Representative.
Michelle Lee Abston.
Tawny Lynn Agrusa.
Francesca Angelina Alla.
Matthew Brian Allen.
Scott Gary Amiels.
Kimberly Dawn Anderson.
Stacy London Angus.
Jessica Rachel Arms.
John Paul Andrew Armstrong.
Matthew Scott Arnott.
Besma George Asker.
Christy Lee Baird.
Martha Westina Baker.
Ron Rex Baker.
Andrew Francis Bardecki.
Lisa Joe Barduca.
Anthony Umberto Basilisco.
Brett Travis Bays.
Jonathan Matthew Beatty.
Robert Daniel Bobian.
Matthew Carlisle Bellish.
Marvin Arthur Berg III.
Shanna Deanne Bethy.
Adul Bakhta.
Jennifer Lynn Belzak.
Anna Teresa Belletti.
Maria Rita Biondo.
Jody Ellen Blake.
Roxine Faith Blakely.
Jennifer Rita Blandino.
Kenneth Charles Blanton.
Albert Blasutik III.
Lori Ann Bowen.
Amy Marie Brackevelt.
Kristen Ann Braun.
Amanda Susan Burdak.
Stacy Marie Brillhart.
Jason Gale Brim.
Jennifer Lynn Brisky.
Terry Lynn Brock.
Tanya Rhonda Brown.
Rosalie Marie Bruno.
Matthew David Brusky.
Jeremy Michael Burgess.
Amy Joanne Bussa.
Jennifer Lee Butson.
Chad Christopher Cairns.
Robert Wayne Cantu, Jr.
Sandra Patricia Caradia.
Angeline Faith Carver.
Christina Casali.
Kevin Paul Champagne.
Sungay Cynthia Choi.
Unbi Kim Chung.
Peter Onofrio Shalufo.
Bernadette Nakaiba Clito.
Calvin Lee Koffel.
Jill Suzanne Cohan.
Kevin Thomas Kamadi.
Christopher Harold Covey.
Sally K. Crossan.
Dina Elaine Crow.
Jason Arthur Cugliari.
Marianne Louise Cugliari.
Jennifer Nicole Chapsky.
Natalie Christine Chikalowski.
Thomas John D'Annunzio.
Clemens Garza de Jesus.
Jason Roy DeShane.
David Michael Dell.
Rebecca Abel Densky.
Goran Despik.
Sarah Ellen DeHunt.
Jessica Ann DeVito.
James Thomas Dixon.
Angelique Elizabeth Dobeck.
Joseph Daniel Donato.
Lucas Duros.
Eric Douglas Drader.
Cynthia Mary Dudek.
Elizabeth Melanie Duval.
Daniel Gregory Dybowski.
Paul Ernest Edwards.
Rebecca Elaine Eichbauer.
Andre Joseph Ashaki.
Brian Michael Feeney.
Richard Michael Fitz.
Corey Lynn Fornell.
Jason Dominic Foster.
John Golovsky.
Jackie Golofsky.
James Avila Garrido.
Robert Gavrilovsky.
Marco Antonio Genovese.
Eric Scott Gill.
Stacy Lee Ginter.
Robert Joka.
Anton Gojcevic.
Karen June Gordon.
Christina Ann Gottis.
William Michael Goward.
Brandy Marie Graff.
Sherry Denise Graham.
Heather Renee Gregory.
Mark Daniel Griffin.
Mark Christopher Grzanka.
Jasmine Marie Hackard.
Jeffrey Saeed Haddad.
Paul Thomas Hallback.
Sunju Han.
Kelly Renee Harnish.
Christina Marie Hazenkamp.
Teresa Lynn Hauser.
Eric Keith Helm.
Daniel Vincent Hemme.
Quinn Patrick Hemme.
Darla Ann Herman.
Ronald M. Hurtubise.
Christy Hideko Hanatsu.
Joseph Boyd Hinckley.
Jennifer Christine Holmes.
Elizabeth Ann Hosty.
Jennifer Lee Howdy.
Brandy Lynn Utica.
Laura Jean Huzarski.
Jeremy Patrick Ishmael.
Erica Lynn Jackman.
Andrea Lynn Jakota.
Michelle Deborah Jensenius.
Laura Janet Genuine.
Craig Nathaniel Johnson.
Christopher James Jokerst.
Albert Lee Jones.
Victoria Elizabeth Yorich.
Ted Perry Kaminsky.
Richard Isaac Casa.
Michael A. Kia.
An Young Kim.
Richard Michael King.
Jason Donald Klassen.
Todd Raymond Kane.
David Paul Krachek.
Thomas Martin Kretsch.
Laura Ann Cruz.
Charlene Ann Kuchenmeister.
Rebecca Marie Kula.
Mark Kolpa.
Darcy Lynn LaBranche.
Kimberly Ann LaMontagne.
Jason William Lang.
Brian Joseph Laporte.
Daniel Joseph LaPratte.
Todd Robert Larkins.
Julie Christine Larson.
Stephen Anthony Lewicki II.
Sarah Ann Lind.
Kenneth Robert Lamazny.
Stacy Marie Long.
Jeanette Danielle Lavrance.
Brian James Lowe.
Wheela Lowell.
Lori Lynn Lametta.
Melissa Ann Lazinski.
Kristen Thomas Manzella.
Colleen Marie Marinkovsky.
Konstantinos D. Marcellus.
Christy Lynn Martin.
Felicia A. Mazakowski.
Anna Maria Masurtis.
Christina Theodora Masurtis.
Fozia Marufa Masood.
Wendell D. Maynor.
Dana Marie Mazurkowitz.
Terry Ann McLeod.
Sharon Jean McManaman.
Colleen Michelle McMichael.
Mandy Maymar.
Julie Ann Mites.
Marcelo Adrian Merlo.
Jessica Jane Myers.
Colleen Marie Michaels.
Darren Ryan Mikowitz.
Rosalind Irene Miller.
Dario Matias Moti.
Jody Lynn Montgomery.
Wendy Joe Morgan.
Lourdes Modis.
Matthew Mark McClevich.
Christopher Todd Muth.
Teresa Ann Navarre.
Kevin Michael Newman.
Rebecca Ann Nichols.
Naboisha Nikolovsky.
James Raymond Norman.
William Terry Nosek.
Joseph Sergio Noto.
Andreas Leif Olberg.
Christina Ognista.
Eric John Opaleski.
Frank Nicholas Oriol.
Brandon Michael Orlowski.
Michael Scott Orr.
Jeffrey Scott Owens.
Kyle L. Owens.
Cherise Lynn Packler.
Drita Palushai.
Andrew Michael Perrell.
Sandru Hasmukh Patel.
Garrett Scott Patria.
Tracy Mary Paul.
Brian Michael Pulowski.
Laura Lee Pazjad.
Joseph Michael Peak.
Michelle Marie Perini.
Brian Sylvester Perrick.
Derek James Polarski.
Karen Elaine Pizer.
Leona Plume.
Maxine Polzen.
Jason Michael Porat.
John Robert Powers.
Kimberly Ann Powers.
Melissa Lois Powers.
Thomas Joseph Puwal, Jr.
Leslie Ann Pyle.
Siddhav Kamar.
Vakas Anver Karashi.
Gina Joanne Rainey.
Catherine Marie Rappin.
Dawn Marie Rea.
Corey Allen Reeves.
Rebecca Jean Ruers.
Ryan William Rivard.
Benedetto W. Rizzo.
Melissa Christine Rosso.
Michelle Marie Rosenblum.
Lilianne Gertrude Rugenstein.
Martin Aaron Ruthenberg.
Luciano Luigino Sacco.
Rula Sater.
Jennifer Ann Sakowski.
Melissa Ann Salinas.
Carrie Ann Scheibel.
Chad J. Schutte.
Joey Lynn Schulte.
Barbara Rose Sefcik.
Tassie Danielle Johanna Seltz.
Jody Ann Shackleton.
Jennifer Lorraine Sharbowski.
Karen Patricia Shear.
Annette Marie Sinkowski.
Christopher Michael Sikora.
John Singer.
Claudia Johanna Sipkis.
Leslie Diane Sisson.
Andrew John Skanezny.
Thomas Matthew Slepsky.
Brian J. Smedley.
Erica Lynn Smith.
Herbert Wayne Smith III.
Kurt Douglas Smith.
Matthew Russell Smith.
Thomas E. Smith.
Sakone Somith.
Stacy Joe Sonnenberg.
Rena Such.
Catherine Eileen Sova.
Kenneth Montag Spar.
Danielle Shireen Spinnick.
Neil William St. Alban.
Jason Andrew Stankowitz.
Stacy Marie Stewart.
Shannon Lee Steen.
Jonathan David Stockel.
Jennifer Ann Sturbanik.
Rhonda Kristen Sumaraki.
Amy Christine Swirsky.
Brian Edward Salaga.
William James Salaga, Jr.
Amy Kristen Sopjak.
Mark Joseph Shinsky.
Timothy J. Terenzi.
Nicole Teresa Thompson.
Robin Nicole Thompson.
Gabrielle Michelle Tipton.
Valenka Udicki.
Robert Charles Van Acker.
Jennifer Lynn Vanderhagen.
Jennifer Ann Van Overbeck.
Jason Robert Verton.
Sophia Veselinov.
Stephen Michael Vickers.
Melanie Gail Waldrop.
Nicole Lynn Walsh.
Kristen Marie Watson.
Dawn Lee Weber.
Timothy Douglas Weber.
Christy Lynn Weiss.
Michelle Elizabeth Wilco.
Tiffany Joyce Williams.
Darcy Jean Willis.
Brian Allen Wimmer.
Rhett M. Wingate.
Teresa Elizabeth Wisniewski.
Chad Mark Wickow.
Daryl Paul Witolski.
Carrie Lynn Wold.
Heather Candace Yaks.
Thomas Joseph Yipe.
Dennis Lee Young.
Pamela Jean Zalewski.
Erica Lynn Zalapany.
Clifford Raymond Zapzinski.
Brian James Zebtowski.
Noelle Suzanne Zyman.
Good afternoon. My name is Jody Messing, and I am your student council class treasurer. At this time, I'm reading a poem entitled 24 Things to Always Remember and One Thing to Never Forget by Colin McCarty. Your presence is a present to the world. You're unique and one of a kind. Your life can be what you want it to be. Take the days just one at a time. Count your blessings, not your troubles. You'll make it through whatever comes along. Within you are so many answers. Understand, have courage, be strong. Don't put limits on yourself. So many dreams are waiting to be realized. Decisions are too important to leave to chance. Reach for your peak, your goal, your prize. Nothing wastes more energy than worrying. The longer one carries a problem, the heavier it gets. Don't take things too seriously. Live a life of serenity, not a life of regrets. Remember that a little love goes a long way. Remember that a lot goes forever. Remember that friendship is a wise investment. Life's treasures are people together. Realize that it's never too late. Do ordinary things in an extraordinary way. Have health and hope and happiness. Take the time to wish upon a star. And don't ever forget, for even a day, how very special you are.